Hey y'all, Demigod of Nails here. So I figured since my nails were so long and they're getting healthy and strong, I figured I'd show them off a little bit. And I'm giving myself a full manicure, no extensions, no overlays, just a gel manicure, adding no length, no tips, no nothing. So right now I'm just pushing back the cuticles. And here in this video, I wanted to sort of give y'all a full overview of what I do start to finish. When I give myself a gel manicure in a specific time, a little sped up, took me about 40 minutes from start to finish, and I know y'all don't want to sit here for all of that, so I figured I'd speed it up just a little bit just to show y'all how I upkeep my nails and keep my nails healthy, because I preach for natural nails and the health of natural nails. You can add all the extensions, all the art, all the foil, all the jewels you want to, but if you have indentations in your nail, if you have, chipping layers, if they're uneven, if they're green, if they're yellow, if they're black, that's nothing to brag about. I like to have my nails looking healthy, looking natural, so I can show my clients that I'm practicing what I'm preaching. And that's really important to me, especially in the beauty industry. Like, I'm not gonna sit down in a makeup artist chair if her lashes are crooked. I'm not sitting in a hairstylist chair if she got naps in her kitchen. That's just me. Everything has to be together. It has to be healthy, so I can see you are a product of what you're teaching me, and I like to portray that to my clients. So here I'm just cutting my cuticles. I never cut my cuticles. I do this about twice a year because I sort of have rather short, stubby, fat nail beds. So to give me that extra exposure of nail bed, I like to cut my cuticles just to give me a couple millimeters of extra room to elongate my natural nail bed. And that's what I'm doing here. I do this about twice a year, like I said. And other times I give myself a Russian manicure, which I will show in a future video. Comment down below if you want me to go through a step-by-step on how I do my Russian manicures, which is essentially using specific gel bits on and placing it in the drill and using the machine to sort of solder down the cuticle, and then whatever I can't, I just clip away with either the nippers or the scissors. So as you see in my little box there, and I'm just clipping the cuticles like I said in Cuticle Clipping 101. There are two ways to do it. It's piece by piece, like you see me doing here, or you can sort of cut in a line where you see a line of skin sort of folding upwards. Depending on the cuticle, depending on how much room and leeway I have, I'm cutting quite a bit here. So I tend to employ both options just to get all of the dead skin. And I made sure my nail was good and dehydrated, of course, so I can distinguish between the two. And I'm just going in, looking, seeing, making sure I get every little particle, every little thing. I'm going to dehydrate a little further. And I'm using alcohol to dehydrate. When cutting cuticles, it exposes that layer of skin to any outside pathogens. So I like to make sure the workplace and the surface is as sterile as possible. And I'm just going in on my other hand. I sort of wanted to show off my ambidextrity when it comes to nail and on myself, because a lot of clients ask me, how do you do your own nails? And honey, I'm not walking around with one hand done because I'm limiting myself. Okay, I make people beautiful all day long. I'm going to do the same. So I'm just going in, same thing I did on my snake hand. Sunflower is getting the same treatment. For those y'all who are just coming to my videos, snake hand is my left hand and sunflower hand my right hand. It's the most prominent tattoos on both my hands, and that sort of took over the characteristic explanation of what each hand does and what each hand provides to me. So currently snake hand is working on sunflower, and if you ever hear me say that in the future or previous videos, that is what I'm referring to. And I'm finishing up over here on sunflower, just pushing back the cuticles, cleaning the space, and now I'm about to cut. Clip, 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 clip. It's always harder on this side to clip the cuticles. I am rather heavy-handed on myself. That's just a combination of a confidence of knowing what I'm doing and wanting to get this over with. Because as much as I love doing nails, sometimes after a long, hard work day, I'm over it and I don't feel like doing any more nails. But I can't be out here looking crusty and rusty, so I make sure it's right. And this is me at the end of the day after work, just sort of getting my nails right after taking the gel polish off, which y'all saw in a previous video with my new steam pot that I got from TJ Maxx. Still excited about that. I should have got two. I'm going to go back and see if I can get another one for the same price. And it's helped a lot, especially to take off extensions, like appraise extensions. All I did was file off the top layer, and I used all the products that was provided in the machine, sort of simulating how y'all would use it at home, because 9 times out of 10 you wouldn't have a machine like I do. If you have a machine, then the process would be a lot faster, just taking down the polish. But you know, I digress. So you will see that. You've seen that. Or if you haven't seen that, check the link down below to my review on the Steam Pot Gel Removal. And I'm just going in. I have some hangnails, and I was really bad. I was like biting down the side, and I was like, no, let me wait until I get home and my tools in my desk so I can cut that down without injuring myself, which I tend to do often. I can be a hypocrite at times doing the things that I preach to my clients not to do. And I'm just getting everything, cleaning, making sure all the particles are off, that cuticles is straight and parallel to my nail bed for that, you know, that hand model look from cuticle to nail. It's seamless. It's beautiful. So, yeah, I can't say this is my least favorite part. Clipping my cuticles is sort of like clipping your hair or trimming your hair. It's a release. It's a relief. Of course, I like it better when other people do it, but no one can touch my hands. I'll get a pedicure every now and again, but people touching my hands, I'm very particular, and I don't want to expose very many techs to that side of me, because I know I can be tough, and I'm sure they've dealt with tough clients all day as I do. So I don't let no one, you know, mess with my hands. I just do it myself. So as you can see on my pinky, my sunflower hand, I got a little nip. So I'm going to go in with the septic and just to close off and, you know, disinfect that area. And when I cut cuticles, I do this to all of the nails just as a precaution to sort of close that off. I don't know if you've ever gotten a manicure where they went in too far with the cuticles and it clipped too much. You may not have bled, but when you went to wash your hands in that cold or hot water, it was this weird stinging situation. You can get that, and this sort of helps to alleviate that. So finally, the manicure part is done, and what I'm doing is etching my nails. The importance of etching. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it over and over and over again. Get those lines in those nails. Expose parts of the nail bed in those lines so that gel, once it's polished on and placed in that lamp, can seep into those etches and anchor itself. Gels are meant to last, not chip, not slide, not lift. Last. Say with me, last. So this, along with dehydrating, are your two best things to employ when it comes to getting your gel manicure, getting your extensions, getting your acrylics, getting all of the things to stick for longer periods of time. So I'm just, you know, evening out the shape where I see it sort of lopsided, the apex is off, or, you know, it's asymmetrical. As I've said in my previous videos, when it comes to rounded shapes, symmetry is really important. No one wants a lopsided oval. So I'm etching, I'm filing, I'm getting everything straightened out. Yep. And I also, if I see there's a little skin on a cuticle or near the cuticle on the nail bed, I'll also etch that. And what this is a pH bond, and this dehydrates the area to a deeper level that acetone or alcohol doesn't really do. And it's a neater thing. It's a neater process because I'm not using a paper towel square. I'm not just using a cotton ball. So the risk of having any sort of hair or anything like that on the nail is reduced. And this is also very handy when your other hand is also in the process of being done. So you can sort of do both. And that just dehydrates, make sure I have all the etches I need. And I'm going in on Sunflower Hand now to make sure that she's straight, she's symmetrical, etched, and oh, light needs to move. I got a new light and I'm just playing with it throughout the video to see what works best. And every now and again I'm checking into the camera because, as I told y'all before, I'm still trying to get my angles right. I'm still, it really is growing pains when it comes to YouTube and filming and getting accustomed to this, which I do love so much now. I hated learning it at first, but it's become a bit of a hobby for me. I gotta say, I'm enjoying it. So if you're enjoying my videos, please, I'll take the moment now to ask y'all, like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you'd like to see on my channel, what you'd like to see me explain, what you'd like to see me do, what you'd like to see me hopefully not hearing slamming doors in the background. They are very loud in my building. Apologies for that. Yeah, anything you'd like to see me do, please do not hesitate to comment down below. If you like it, if there's something, if there's an experience you've had in a nail salon that's contrary to what you've seen on my channel, let me know. Let's chat about it down below. And yeah, subscribe for more content. I seem to be posting every day. I don't know how long that's going to last. Hopefully for a long time, but I'm enjoying it. So as long as I'm enjoying it, I'll be posting. And I'm doing the same thing on Sunflower Hand. I'm just dehydrating, making sure it's all clear of any debris so that when I go in with the base coat, it's seamless and it's ready for the design. Clearing off my nail, looking, yep, ready for gel. So we're going to go ahead and polish this bad boy up. Hopefully with no more slamming doors. So I'm polishing this base gel. I love this base gel. It's super expensive though, let me tell you. It's about 25 bucks at Sally Beauty. You can get it. I also believe you can get it on Amazon. Not that often. It's not available on Prime, but you can get it on Amazon. But it is very good for nails, especially longer natural nails, when you don't feel like putting an extend gel, when you don't feel like putting a builder in a bottle gel or anything like that. Plus, in my experience, builders tend to lift, so I'm not too keen on it. I have a bit of a bias, but that's just me. Maybe I'll test out some different brands to see what builders actually do work, but in my experience, they don't. This is a good sort of different, this is an alternative you can use to that builder because it strengthens your natural nail. It does have a thicker viscosity, meaning the thickness of the fluid, it's higher than a typical base gel. So now that I've gotten both snake and sunflower base polish, I'm scheming, I'm trying to decide on what design to do. I knew I wanted to do something Valentine's Day, but with a little terry flair, nothing too crazy. I don't want long red nails with hearts, cheese and crackers. No, I do not. So I was like, lips. Let's do lips. So I was like, yeah, let me try a lip on my thumb, see how I like that. And I'm just, gliding and getting the outline of the lip. And then I come down and around for the bottom lip to sort of make that shape, leaving like a hairline of negative space, just so that the fact that it is a lip is distinguishable. There we go. And then at this point, I'm like, okay, I think I'm feeling that. And I like the location that I put at it and the size. So I'm like, maybe I'll do this on most of the nails, if not all of the nails. So after this, I check, and then I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and cure that bad boy. Looking good. So I continue on, and I'm just trying out different positions on the nail. And in my head, I'm like, what if I put some stones too? So now I'm just thinking, and this is a sort of lens into my creative process and what methods I like to employ with being fluid, with having fun, with doing something on my nails that I don't really normally see on YouTube, in the street, on Instagram, etc. I'm just having fun with it. And I'm like, let me try something different. Maybe on the next finger, I'll do something else Valentine's Day-y. I do want to add a little black into this. So maybe I'll do an XO number. And I quickly found out that these brushes are not meant for letters, honey. They came out so thick, and it was fine, I suppose, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the placement. I didn't like the color. And EXO, like, EXO what? Who cares? I don't know. I just didn't like it. And I'm looking, and I'm like, let me give it a shot. And then I'm like, yeah, no. So I wipe it off. And the greatest thing about gel is it does not cure until it enters that light. Cure, not dry. It cures because it changes phase from a liquid to a solid, the light being the catalyst for it to do so. That'll be a future topic in a future video. I do like the chemistry aspect of nails. It sort of employs my geeky side to really geek out on these things and know these things so that I do my job more effectively. And I can better teach y'all what's up and know the difference between things and what's being done on your nails if you go in salon or if you're doing it at home, what to buy and what to use. So I just moved on with the whole lip thing. And I was like, what if I did pink on the other hand? But I sort of wanted to get a shout out to both Sunflower and Snake and have the opposite color on one nail in the opposite hand, if I'm explaining that correctly. So that's what I decided to do, a little pink, thing here. And I was like, oh, this is cute. I'll do a red on the pointer on the other hand and pink on the rest of the nails. So I'm just going over to make sure the color. And I thought about doing another one. I was like, let me see if I like to do like every other nail, pink, red. I was even thinking doing like a little ombre sort of thing. Each finger, the color would descend a little bit into a lighter version of itself. So going from a dark red to a red to a hot pink to a medium pink. And then I was like, yeah, no. I like the red. I sort of want that to shine through. I surprised myself with my last design. I didn't know I would like the red as much as I did, so I did wanted to employ that aspect again. I wanted to show that on my hands because the red looks damn good on me, and I didn't know. But I think it's because visually on other people and in my collection, I like orangey reds, but on my very orangey undertone skin, it does not work. But blue reds do. Now, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, if y'all like, okay, now she's speaking Martian, I'll explain in a future video color theory and how it applies to nails. Comment down below if you'd like to see that and what colors work on y'all. Everyone has that color that just works. For me, that's very difficult. On my toes, I really enjoy green. I love green a lot. On my hands, that varies. I actually don't really know what I do often on my hands. I feel like I do more clear or ombre looks than anything, or negative space as they call it. Negative space or ombre looks if anything. So then in my head here, I'm deciding if I should add a little black inset to sort of see, to be able to distinguish from further away that these are indeed lips on my nails and not petals or whatever else you would think they're supposed to be. And then so I put it on one and I'm like, okay, that looks okay. Let me put it on another one because again, it's not permanent until I put it in that machine. So I'm giving myself some freedom and I like it on these two. But I do like the negative space distinction on the other lips. So I was like, why not do both? Let me do both. So I just left it on there and I figured I'd perfect it a little, make it a little bit more seamless, the lines straighter and the anatomy a little to complement the anatomy, make it more correct. And that's just me adjusting it so it can taper off to the sides, deepening the black and the color. And I was like, let's do stones. So I don't have any stone gel right now, so I used some they call it nail tip glue. It's just a specific base gel formulated to bond gel tips that are etched, of course, to your natural nail. So I used that for stones, and I have found that it works. I use the beetle one for the stones because it's the least expensive one. My extend gel by a Pries. I like to reserve only for a Pries because goodness, a Pries really hits you in the head. It's about $25 for a little small. I think it's a little 10-ounce bottle, the 10 millimeter bottle. That's 10 ounces. That would be amazing. The 10 millimeter bottle. That's filled with nothing, with air. It seems like I do 3 sets and it's gone. I digress. I'm putting stones here now. And I'm just placing it, having fun with the placement and seeing where they can go. And I just wanted to add a little extra shine, a little extra decal to really, extenuate the design. And something cute, something flirty, something fun. And I feel like this is a more attainable design for the everyday girl. Somebody who doesn't want something too crazy or something that takes you a little past Valentine's Day, because lips is always something that's cute and you can rock, whether it be in t-shirt design or something like that. And I thought, let me give the thumb a little extra flair, so I went down a couple sizes in the rhinestone, just to add accents to the larger rhinestone. And yes, I'm using my brush. The only way this is possible is because the brush is like heavily coated with that nail base glue, as they call it. So it sort of adds a sticky layer, and the lightweight of the stone, it picks it up rather easily. I could not find my wax pencil. I can't ever seem to find my wax pencil, so I'm using that. And then I'm like, let me see how putting smaller stones look on other fingers. I didn't like it. So, like I said, I love how, you don't stick it in the machine. It's not sticking. So, I can wipe things, I can move it around, I can do what I need to do. I love that. So I'm just playing and having fun. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm bouncing in my seat a little. I'm hype. I'm like, oh, this is cute. Okay, I couldn't wait to show it off. Give me a little photo shoot to go with it. And I'm super excited about them. So I'm just now like, okay, let me moisturize my cuticles, bring some so y'all can really see the full potential of this. And I'm like, yep, I'm doing the other hand the same exact way. And I'm so cute right now. I just gotta get dressed. Hold on one sec. Yes, isn't she cute? Oh my god. I put my little sweater on. I was like, let me get a cute little background so y'all can really see. You see the little rhinestones, you see the lips, that's the black distinction. And then the other one's the negative space one. Thumbs get a little shout out, although one is shorter than the other. That was the one I broke in frustration at a crooked Apres extension application. So she's growing out, so I'm okay. It's fine. And I'm just having fun. I feel like my cat right now. I'm just like making biscuits into the velvet. I'm like, ooh, it's soft. And I'm just showing you guys the design. I'm so very proud of it. I'm happy with it. It's finally February, so it is now okay to do Valentine's Day designs. And I'm about to go to Target right now to show these off. And thank y'all for stopping in. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're back, welcome back. Thank you for checking on me. Thank you for stopping in, being nosy, seeing what I'm doing. And I will see you all in the next video, hopefully without slamming doors. Bye-bye.